It's him.
Just look at this place. Shouldn't be this lively here. Lady.
Mr. Aventurine. What
Well, the game's over. And I scored a big win.
Oh? What did you get out of it?
The Nihility Emanator cut me, and I died in the most spectacular fashion.
Oh, speaking of which, you must know exactly how that feels. My dear lady who loves...
Still better than having no invites at all, my dear.
You two are
You're quite interesting, Mr. Aventurine. However, you weren't supposed to find your way here. Unless you can give me a reason, I'll indulge you.
that confident, huh?
You haven't hidden your weakness well. Even though you're one of the 10 Stonehearts. Right now.
I wouldn't be so sure. Since you know who I am, you should know better than to gamble. Consider this warning. So long as my trump card remains unplayed, none will dare see the hand.
Too bad you've used up all your luck for today. I've always found losing more interesting than winning. What's the harm in giving it a try?
Hold up. No need to rush into making enemies. Mr. Aventurine, congratulations on uncovering the truth behind death. But from what I know, you should be at Dreamflux Reef instead.
Well, after taking a solid hit from the Emanator's blade, I never got the chance to enjoy a good nap. Thus I sank into the chaotic memory zone, and then my desire led me here. As I thought. You two haven't noticed. The answer was right under your noses this whole time. You can traverse through Memoria without relying on roads, which is exactly why you missed it. Ladies, you didn't think the IPC would enter Penacony unprepared, did you? Backed by a most attractive package, I quietly assembled a team to research the memory zone. And I only asked for one thing in return. How to escape alive if I accidentally got lost in Penacony's Memoria. To be honest, they didn't contribute a thing. But Rosalina Jane Estella, the former undertaking once belonging to this nameless. She once boarded the Astral Express as an outstanding surveyor. Years ago, in pursuit of the primordial dreamscape secrets, she ventured alone into the memory. Everyone believed she had perished, taking the mysteries of the dreamscape to her grave. Before departing from this world, she single-handedly forged...
Mr. Aventurine, do you even realize...
Look, I didn't believe it at first either. But the Nameless, as it happens, had quite a unique background that led her to devise. Using the technology from the Zarina Erd system, she gave her life to the Memory Zone, giving Penacony's dreamscape a unique signature. When dream chasers wander into the Memory Zone, they'll drift towards places that can fulfill their desires. Those who yearn for freedom will witness the form of the primordial dreamscape. Those consumed by obsession might encounter certain special dream bubbles. And those who are lost and directionless will return to the 12 hours, seeking their path within their own past. The family discovered this trait and cleverly utilized it, allowing guests to be sent to different hours upon their first dream entry. In other words, this Nameless is the true founder of the planet of festivities. As for me, maybe I ran into a good doctor. From the look of this place, he's the one who let me blunder my way in. The impossible in dreams is not death, but dormancy. Do stay alive. I wish you the best of luck. Looks like I'm pretty lucky. I can't wait to see what I'll discover here.
It would seem luck favors you still, Mr. Aventurine. Fate is truly fascinating, yet cruel. Remember Miss Robin's question? If the Dream Master was after the propagation, why did he have to harm the Glamoth Knight? Years ago, he had already completed this plan, waiting for a Glamoth Knight to enter the dream. Unfortunately, with the sudden fall of his empire, his hopes seemed to have been dashed. Yet just as the Charmony Festival was about to begin, a descendant of the Glamoth Knights appeared uninvited, and everything began to turn once again. The Dream Master was never afraid of Firefly investigating the propagation. That was exactly the truth he wanted her to see.
Wait, is that why you trapped her in the memory?
Correct. This place is where the Dream Master wanted her to be. And he wanted her to think she'd figured something out, only to make the...
So, what exactly is the Dream Master plotting?
It doesn't matter anymore. We've missed our chance to stop him.
Even if we catch him in person?
From the very beginning, he never existed, and when he attempted to merge with the dreamscape, he transformed himself into 4 primordial divine laws.
The gods bestowed upon us heavenly fire, and with it, divine tribulations.
The first law. As his parting gift, he bestowed it upon Robin.
Repent and return to righteousness. Though you soar like an eagle and make your nest...
The second law is the power he bestowed upon me as his collaborator. At the same time, it serves as a constraint to ensure I won't act recklessly. And the third law...
Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow. And once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything golden abide in glory forever?
I haven't seen it myself either. According to him, it was an all-out attack, like a torrent of fire pouring down from a...
And the last one?
Nobody knows. After claiming to be ill and withdrawing from public view, even though the constraint remained in place, he never contacted anyone again. Not even me, his collaborator. It's just my theory, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. By then, he had finally completed the last law and used it to eliminate the one weakness that exists in any plan. The mastermind himself. The moment the plan was set in motion, Gopher Wood died a martyr's death for the just cause he believed in. And the swarm disaster shall reappear again in the sweet. The moment has finally come. Resentful from being deceived. Confused by conflicting memories. Your expression right now is so similar to what I had imagined. every side. I'll try to fulfill Duke Inferno's last wishes, advance Gopher Wood's plans, and yes, indeed, don't be too mad. I wasn't a Stellaron hunter back then, but wasn't everything that happened in Penacony the perfect opportunity to join? Though it wasn't my original intention, I wanted to help her, to keep her from getting caught up in... Alas, I couldn't make it happen. The path your predecessor Rosalina left in the Memoria pushed Firefly towards a new lease on life. Indeed, how could a nameless who walks the path of the Trailblaze leave behind a legacy built on evil? As you can see, he became a martyr, leaving all his power in the 12 hours, like a self-turning hand of time, driving his plans forward. The Order truly is a harsh path. Enna, Gopher Wood, and Sunday, but then, something interesting happened. As Aventurine said, Rosalina's legacy would send dreamers to where they truly yearn to be. For Firefly, she revealed her true self to you, reuniting. Then, guided by a history fictionologist, you witnessed it was truly a life worth remembering, worth giving everything for. I would have loved to raise a glass of hello and goodbye to him, just like the one who saw things through. Sunday also came here, feigning cooperation, to reveal to you the truth about Penacony, the foundation of the sweet dream, hidden behind the Grand Theater's curtain, was actually a Stellaron. And the true mastermind behind everything was none other. But you know now that his words weren't entirely true. What followed was one of the few beautiful memories that, in order to win tickets to the Grand Theater, you and Firefly participated in the moment of scorched sand auditions. Your coordination was so perfect. See? Even though you've forgotten everything from before, some traces remain etched in this moment, becoming part of your instincts. Until, following the script, Firefly sent you all to the final stage before departing on her own. In those beautiful moments before that, she experienced the joy of living, yet she still had to face the terror of death. However, you may have noticed that during this period there was a small gap. She and you weren't together the whole time. You returned to a child's dream through a dream bubble left by Mikhail and witnessed his legacy. However, Firefly was not a trailblazer, so she could. While waiting alone, she met her true collaborator, and thus learned that there was more than one legacy in Penacony.
Did they enter that dream bubble?
That's right. Unfortunately, you won't be able to follow them in so easily. Even if you... That old man can be so stubborn sometimes. He'd rather have the Nameless be the ones to witness his...
No. I think it's a legacy left in the past will give them the courage to continue walking towards the future.
Ha! You're quite like the Nameless. Awkward, but
Maybe we can't walk the same path.
Pass phrase, respond at once. Why does life slumber?
Huh?
Ignore that. Must be some meme. How did it end up...
Sorry, I want to go check that out.
Oh, so you're into fluffies too. You've got taste. Better not...
Pass phrase, respond at once. Why does life slumber?
Because people are afraid to wake up from the dream.
Perfect. Identity confirmed. Welcome, Agent Mech Tycoon. Please proceed to the next rendezvous point. Our people will be waiting for you there.
Is this really necessary?
Gotta stay in character. Follow the instructions, Mech Tycoon. Hello. Please submit identity verification for Agent Ultra Firepower Instant Start.
Who?
Mech Tycoon wasn't cool enough, so Miss Sparkle went ahead and changed it.
Masked fool. You shouldn't be here.
Well, someone's been kept in the dark this whole time, completely oblivious to their real body standing right in front of them.
Buddy.
Don't tell me you still haven't noticed. That memo keeper has already stabbed you in the back once. No way. Silverwolf never mentioned me? But she's the one who invited me to team up. The family's omnipotence in this sweet dream, that was my intel. Now you all are going back on your word?
Your intel? With Kafka's spirit whisper, my cognition shouldn't be susceptible to distortion. Could things be different now that I'm in a dream? Before heading to Penacony, Silverwolf did tell me to keep an eye out for anyone asking, why does life slumber? But as evidence, that's not enough.
Oh, really? Then what if you were to die through...
Then, why is this the first time we're comparing notes?
What else could I do? As a fool, how could I ever catch up to a memo keeper in a dream? Every single time, just when I was about to...
Who exactly?
She works for the Dream Master, but she definitely has her own agendas. She secretly made a deal with me. She pointed to a nightmare in which all the Dream Master's schemes would be carried out. I've been looking everywhere for you, just
A nightmare?
tell you straight up? No way. I went through hell and back for this. Here's the short version. After you've lived through the best of times, soar toward the sky with all your might. You'll hear insects chirping at...
That's way too cryptic.
Please, we're working together. I'm not some lackey. Just because someone else fooled you doesn't mean you get to pin it on me.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up.
Sorry, I'll catch you later. But thanks. At least you brought good news.
Which part was good news?
The best of times.
And now, the Dream Master's plan begins to turn like clockwork. And so too does destiny.
What does the Dream Master gain from recreating the swarm disaster?
Oh, reminds me of the good old days during the War of Gods. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot. I need to retrieve a certain lost item. Otherwise, there's a lady... Sorry, but I need to...
Sorry, but this is the land choked. The swarm disaster will be trapped here. And...
Unless a kind memo keeper lends a helping...
But I can't find a reason. So far, there hasn't been a single case of one of the 10 Stonehearts being killed. It's...
Glory above all! My friends, in the face of the omen of evil, we must stand united more than ever. Allow me...
Huh? Whose backup is this?
Pardon my late introduction. I am Argenti, of the Knights of Beauty, traversing this cosmos to eradicate all that is unsightly in this world. In the name of beauty, the one and only has brought me to this place. Perhaps it is destiny's guidance that led me here. In this dreamscape tainted by the propagation, I shall uphold the name of beauty and clear the path for all of you.
Ah, passing knight. You found just the right person. I am an IPC envoy trapped here. lend me...
Someone's a quick learner. Nothing else to say. This is far too much.
What else is there to say? Would this Sir Knight even listen to us try to reason with him? That's the fascinating thing about destiny. Some people are just born.
Where are we going?
To find your dance partner, darling. By an unexpected turn of events, the Dream Master's plan is about to come to fruition. We'll need an emanator to step in.
Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony, and fulfilling the long-cherished wishes of Mikhail and our other predecessors.
After you've lived through the best of times, soar toward the sky with all your might. You'll hear insects chirping at the oak's crown. It's all over now. So that's how it is. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an eon. This confrontation is far more complicated.
What do you mean?
I believe Firefly is trying to set...
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring because one of the lines said, I'll experience death.
3 times?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true. But the death granted to me by the Planet of Festivities was merciful enough. For my first death, I chose how it would come and what it would change. For the next 2, I want to try my best to achieve the same outcome.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality. Is this the place where the Dream Master executes all his schemes?
Or perhaps it's the place where he'll find redemption.
Dream Master!
No. Just one of his divine laws.
Don't think I'll let my guard down. I know your true nature. Whatever your goal is, I will stop you.
No need need to be so tense, Miss Firefly. I am but a thought, formed from memory. Feel free to strike me if you wish to verify this. But his actions aren't baseless. There's a reason for my presence here.
Please continue.
Thank you for your openness. I'm equally unaware of the Dream Master's malicious plans. But he's been waiting for your arrival. That Glamoth Knight he killed with his own hands, through me. He hopes to restore justice for her. And you, her friend, are meant to witness it.
Justice?
Indeed. I'm quite familiar with this place, and can guide you. This has its own significance for you, too. Witnessing his confession is tantamount to unveiling his crimes.
I don't need your guidance to get this done.
But you need someone to decipher the truth. Force alone won't solve anything.
It's not like you'll stop here if I refuse. Lead the way. But I'll be keeping my eye on you. What is this place?
Oak Manor, once part of the Dewlight Pavilion. Before becoming the Dream Master, he used to hold family councils here. But it's been abandoned for years now, sinking into the primordial memory zone.
Is that...
I'm afraid it's pain.
Did Oak Manor always have decor like this?
After taking over the Sweet Dream, he never turned away any sincere dream seekers, even if they were shady characters. Walking along the harmony, he firmly believed that even villains could be transformed by Shipei's benevolence to show mercy.
It seems his wishes didn't come true.
Indeed, those villains never learned their lesson. They even conspired with one another, foolishly attempting to establish their own family lineage. Such arrogance. They went as far as sending a messenger across the vast cosmos to seek permission from the main family. In the end, they only brought shame upon them.
And then there was a revolt.
Fortunately, his heart was already aligned with the Oak family, allowing him to survive by sheer luck. Soon after, the manor was decorated this way.
Was he trying to warn himself?
If your beliefs lead you down a path of plight, why stubbornly cling to them? That's exactly what I'm getting at.
At least now, I can...
And I think I've come to understand why at that moment, Gopher Wood stood at a crossroads, pondering whether the harmony was still the right path. But my fragmented memories have not yet revealed where, since he was about to commit a great evil. Perhaps the Dream Master who left behind these laws was hoping I would choose a different path.
But it's too late to change anything now.
Not necessarily. We might as well keep moving forward. Good intentions are always the final creation of evil deeds. For they know they must be stopped. And his past choices will reveal his schemes to us.
In your opinion, which path would the Dream Master choose?
Probably the path of force. But Miss Firefly, feel free to do as you please. I have no other thoughts today. The road not taken can never be retraced. Even in dreams, this truth remains. In the end, all paths lead to the same destination.
Is this?
The manifestation of Nanook and the fall of the Eternal Centurion. Such news has shaken the universe, and I've long since known about it. So why would a messenger of the main family take the trouble to...
Just so you know, I'm here to deliver punishment, and you're the guilty.
I barely escaped death, and I still can't reveal my true form. Tell me, why have I been branded a criminal upon returning to this place?
You've already confessed to your crimes. The family doesn't tolerate incompetence, even from a branch leader on the frontier. Not only did this one fail to quell the situation, he was even murdered. If it weren't for Nanook's manifestation, but you survived by sheer luck, and I set out for this very reason. You must settle this matter yourself and reclaim your lost respect. Not for yourself, but for the family.
To survive, but without the power to do anything.
Therefore, your crime shall be punished with a blessing. I shall bestow upon you another crime. Its evil reaches even the heavens, and once known, the name Gopher Wood will lose all meaning. You will be alive.
I know my sins.
Here and now. That's not possible. Before I lead you to that honeyed fountain, I shall tune you. People believe it to be a creation of the destruction, for it always arrives coupled with calamity. I shall clear the shadows before your eyes, so that you may once again behold that almighty force that giveth and taketh, and worship the mercy bestowed. The harmonic cancer, the Stellaron.
Did the Dream Master already know back then that the Stellaron was actually a creation of the Path of Harmony?
I'd like to defend him, but calling it forced would... He claimed he was powerless. Not that Xipe taught us we shouldn't do this. Whatever the family's true face may be, right now...
What if you were the one standing...
Perhaps I too would betray the harmony. But in any case, that would only mean I found the family unworthy of obedience. Miss Firefly, I often wonder if we could face our past. It's in that puppet's hand, Lady Firefly.
Got it.
I knew something like this couldn't stop you.
Rest in peace now, old friend.
Mikhail, was it...
Is that what you think of the Dream Master? He was once the Dream Master's closest friend. But they ultimately parted ways due to their differences over the sweet dream. Mikhail once gave... I came for confession, old friend. I wonder, I died once, yet returned to the mortal realm. If you were as fortunate as I was, in my eyes, you can still hold on to hope, precisely because you've never faced inevitable death. I tried to unveil Xipe's third face, but I was wrong. It wasn't the propagation. Yet, destiny, the propagation was able to continuously evoke people's prayers for the order through the fear brought by the swarm. When the swarm disaster ravaged the universe, that was also when the order reached its unprecedented. But after that, the Great One deliberately ignited a war among gods, leading to their own downfall. They would rather fall than let the order ascend upon a staircase of falsehoods. They were wrong too. The Great One wished to restore justice. Will you forgive me? I shall commit an act of transgression, mending the errors of the gods. I will restore the missing hand to the celestial clock and show mankind death. I know my sins. They are ever before.
Using the propagation to lay the foundation for an eternal paradise. Recreate the swarm disaster using fear to force people to pray for...
Perhaps that's why your friend was killed. The Dream Master wanted to find out how the Glamoth...
That's not a power that can be easily controlled.
Past this point, and before us lies his final decision.
Since he wants you to choose...
Go ahead with whichever path you think is right. Don't worry. I can't change anything. Even if I have a... He deserves absolute punishment.
So you made a different choice after all. I will.
Let the propagation rain down heavenly fire once more, heralding the mournful cry. Let the harmony's lies be exposed in an instant, revealed by the piercing blade of truth. Even if you look back 1,000 times, let the propagation rain down heavenly fire once more. Herald. Well then, our paths diverge here. You go towards life.
Night falls. Good night. Show me the way. Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies. Can we please keep going like this forever?
So many. Could Gofuwood's plan already be in motion? No. Impossible. This place already looks... We need to hurry.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Lady Firefly.
It's you. What?
It's the terror that humanity dares not recall. The swarm disaster's chrysalis, the Dream Master's devastating strike, like a torrent of fire, lies hidden behind the stained glass.
How did the Dream Master become this powerful? We need to stop.
Or maybe
As expected.
I shall end this matter on his behalf. This thought, together with the power beyond the...
Divine law.
everything you saw along the way, none of that was meant for you.
I don't see any...
Lady Firefly, I assume...
I don't think it can be used as an excuse. Even if the ending is predetermined, we can still decide how we get there.
That's just self-deception. You've never been able to change the course of events. When we stand at the crossroads of choice, no matter how many times we start over, we'll always make the same decisions. All the past you've left behind has already determined. Your friend tried to escape destiny, only to meet the same.
But the person you met today is someone...
Well then, I'll offer you my sympathy, Hunter. Give up your true desires and stop walking your own path. In doing so, your destiny will indeed change. But from that moment on, you will have killed yourself. Alive in...
This is the price we're willing to pay to defy destiny. Not everyone chooses. Everyone has the power to see the world as it is, and to bear that weight. This is the...
I admire your resolve. That's enough talk. Stand down, Hunter.
I won't let you get away with this.
Oh, really? How did the Harmony succeed in spreading its can...
Though she wasn't my true companion. That cremator left me with a spark of her. I never trusted you. During our journey together, I planted it on you. And now, I'll let it reignite.
Impressive. But do you really think you can get ahead?
If I can't, I still won't run away. If that strike is inevitable, I'll be the only one who dies in this nightmare.
Your courage shines like paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow, and once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. Come forth and present yourself, last heir of the Empire. I permit you to unveil the true face of order. I permit you, with mortal hands, to bring forth the Great One. The Swarm will again devour all things, and fill the hearts of the lost with terror. Someone must cast down rage in their stead. All that lives will one day die.
Even so, I will still do as I've always done, and pray that I can stay alive. I can do it. Right?
But death will come because you, out of all people, are the foremost in seeking life.
Your last confession took Mr. Gopherwood. I suspect there was never any chrysalis of extinction from the swarm. What exists in Oak Manor is nothing but a disguise. The only thing hidden within...
True. I never unraveled the secrets of the propagation. Now, split into 4 parts.
But if a Pathstrider of the same origin as the Swarm were to be deceived by tuning, mistaking what lies before them as certain death, if they were to make a wish to live before the Stellaron, her life shall beget death, and that death shall beget life unto this world. But why are...
I've already glimpsed the secrets of the Stellaron, and I have no need for certainty here. Even if she never entered the game, that strike would still fall at the appointed time, causing the Stellaron to shatter. The Dreamers will learn that the power to destroy their own lives comes from the Harmony, but that it is ultimately the worst option.
You should know that I won't agree with this.
Too late, child. The hands of time have struck midnight. Look up at the stars. Do you know why they are so cruel? That reason shall be the final divine law. And with this, we entrust everything into your hands. Because the stars belong to everyone. They have never belonged to anyone. If you love everyone, well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The opening is near. Go, my child.
I shall walk the path of the Order to its end, as you wish. But I can no longer accept your divine laws. If I become the only star in the sky, the stars are cruel. Only because they have never shared their heat with the masses, burning fiercely only for them. Well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up. Moreover, how could I allow other stars to shine? Paradise shall soon be created. Not at midnight, but at noon. I shall initiate the first and only divine law of the great Septimus. I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
Very well, child. Do what you must. Perhaps I was never without choice. I should become a watchmaker too. The harmony I seek has but one note, repeating endlessly. Life, too, has its time.
We did it.
Death comes for us all.
I'm starting to hate how powerless I am. How I wish that I had some way to comfort you right at this moment. She had almost reached her demise, yet she survived. Her second death. He lured a Glamoth Iron Cavalry to face a Stellaron after years of plotting. Though everything Firefly had learned since entering the dream was true, they were only truths that the Dream Master, and that is often regarded as the highest. The Stellaron answered Firefly's desire to keep living. In response, it recreated within the sweet dream. It was confined within the dream. Even a Stellaron could not truly revive the swarm disaster. The Dream Master's actions could only evoke fear in those already dreaming. Yet this swarm was frighteningly real when you consider the next steps of his plan. Enna's dream had enveloped the entire star system, which meant the swarm disaster would gradually become indistinguishable from reality. The propagation would awaken the most primal fears in all dreamers. Through their cries, the path of order would be sustained, until the entire cosmos drowned in a singular dream. You engaged in a decisive battle with Sunday at the Penacony Grand Theater afterward. He had, but you showed no fear. Yet that battle, the setbacks, the victory, was just enough. It was impossible for you to beat Sunday at that time. Enna's dream was, fortunately, we sought out Acheron first, and she lent us a helping hand. Indeed, don't forget that, even within the sweet dream, there were still, at that moment, you too would face a... It's not that they're not real enough. Things always look different when viewed from different angles. ever thought about whether we've truly seen our... And from that moment forth, your memories belong to you alone at the end of the day. Destiny only allows me to intervene this. How your memories manifest is ultimately up to you. People can't dream of things they've never seen before. They're afraid to wake up because the sweet dream is woven from their own past. It's just like your actions at this very moment. Only Firefly, me, the Stellaron hunters, I can hardly tell if this is nervousness or Go and write a prelude to memories once more. From within the ashes of time, you...
This way, darling.
Not another. Thank you so much, Black Swan. I understand you must be confused, and we'll do our best to shed light on the situation. However, before this place is the rift between dream and reality. A place reserved only for those who have...
Do you remember Sunday's ambitious plan? He intended to harness the power of the Stellaron.
Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. From the early days of our journey into Asdana, we were already affected by the Stellaron. I don't think the goal of the Order was to put everyone into a deep sleep. Quite the contrary. The people think they are awake, but their spirits have long since stepped into the...
This is what makes Enna's dream so powerful. In this paradise governed by the Order, everyone indulges in their delightful dream. I believe what you experienced in the sweet dream, except for that flaw, was real. Only in this way, if it wasn't for Acheron's plan, we might have been trapped in this dream forever. Well, I'm not as fortunate as she is. Even if I'm a memo keeper, I was still influenced by the power. However, thanks to your memories...
We still have a chance, though. To make it happen, the truth of the dreamscape runs deeper. We must notify anyone willing to wake up.
All right, please come.
Stay calm.
I bet that even if I don't resist, you'd still... Time to get down to business, cowboy.
Huh. You're...
Quite the fateful encounter we have here, friend. Seems you're also a light sleeper.
Unfortunately, we need to stay awake right now rather than sleep. Let me break the bad news first. The enemy we're up against isn't just Sunday anymore. The Dream Master has awakened the swarm disaster within the sweet dream and cast shadows into the hearts of all dreamers through Enna's dream. The primal fear taking root in people's hearts had led them to call out to the Order for protection. The path of order is gradually being restored, and this has transformed Sunday into Enna.
Specifically, he's just one step away from becoming an Eon. The IPC's starships converged here at an opportune moment, and the power of the preservation seeped into the sweet dream to prevent him from completely ascending. However, that is only temporary.
With the IPC around, the cosmos doesn't need a second order.
But it doesn't make much of a difference for us. Sunday's true form has broken free from the dreamscape, becoming as vast as an eon. The Asdana system is no more than a plaything in the palm of his hand.
Indeed. Forget about stopping him. We can't even manage to face him again.
The key still lies in Anna's dream. Fear and sweet dreams. He relies on these two lies to gather the dreamer's shared wishes. He's still just a false god who barely managed to ascend. If we can wake people up and break Anna's dream, Sunday's divinity will fall with it. But the current sweet dream is extremely complex. Miss Black Swan, could you please explain the rest of it? My memory isn't the best, after all.
Time is of the essence, so I'll cut to the chase. There are 3 layers to the dreamscape trapping us. First, there's Anna's dream controlled by Sunday. It wove a beautiful illusion for every dreamer, making them flounder in it. Second, there's the primordial dreamscape, which includes Dreamflux Reef. The swarm disaster is manifesting again in the Oak Dream within this layer, and is continuously empowering the Order through an endless stream of fear. Third, there's the 12 hours established by the family. This layer was the first to merge with reality and is itself an enormous trap. Forget about winning. We need to cross all 3 layers of the dreamscape before we can even face Sunday again. Unfortunately, we're still in the first layer, which is Enna's dream. Although we've regained our sense of self, we're still dreaming. To destroy it, we must make everyone in Penacony want to wake up from their dreams. Humans yearning for sweet illusions borders on obsession, leading them to subconsciously resist. Therefore, I carefully selected a moment where he was completely unguarded, guiding him to uncover the truth himself. However, to wake up everyone in Penacony and get them to share the same determination.
But we can't just stay here and do nothing.
This is the first step of our plan. With the assistance from the Garden of Recollection, those who possess a strong will, like you, will gradually awaken from the dream. These free wills are the discord that will sway Anna's dream.
However, awakening a mere handful of individuals is insignificant compared to the vast number of people immersed in the dream. We must find other ways to awaken the free will. Looks like the Jadab Kiss of Allying Oath will be the only solution.
No need for that. Keep your once-in-a-lifetime treasure. We don't need to bother the Cienjo Alliance for such a tiny request. You want thousands of people with unwavering free will? That's easy. Just leave it to us Galaxy Rangers. Do you know what it is, Acheron?
It's the relic I returned to you.
Exactly. Its owner must have told you that it's meaningless to anyone other than a Galaxy Ranger. And that it can because It's a burial artifact. Worthy only of a hero, countless meteors will streak across the sky. Those meteors are galaxy rangers, coming from all corners of the cosmos, driven by a shared purpose, without questioning the cause or counting the cost. Because we, the shooting stars of the hunt, only descend on the longest night. And with them comes the dawn. We've stayed silent for far too long. Now, it's time to remind all the cowards, oppressors, and villains of the universe of our presence. I'll be the one to ignite the first spark.
This should be enough to delay his ascension to godhood. As for the foundation of Enna's dream, it would take an immense power to shake it in an instant.
I think that shouldn't be too hard.
So, you're the key in the end, I assume? Even if it is just a counterfeit god, we'll need an emanator to step in.
Perhaps it's not about being an emanator. This is a different collective wish. I will do everything in my power to strike down that evil god for you all.
What about the other two dreamscape layers?
There's nothing we can do about them. They're even more unlike our current gathering. The dissipation of Enna's dream will take time, which will draw Sunday's attention.
Exactly. Once we enter the next layer of the dreamscape, we'll be facing an eon's strength head on. But by then, it's too late. Unless another eon intervenes. But that would be tantamount to igniting a cosmic war among gods. The Order is one of Shipei's aspects. Yet the Harmony stands idle at this moment as Enna is being reborn. Without any Enna's dream is no ordinary matter. Even with Constance and me giving it our all, we could only reach.
But time is of the essence.
In other words, those who only want to survive by playing it safe will die. All those who dare to face death head on will live. I like that.
Just these few people? Oh well. Quiet down. You're just a kid. It's not just Penacony. The entire Asdana system is done.
A Stellaron?
She was at the edge of the Asdana system, but she still got dragged into this mess. Just finding her nearly wiped.
Quite a bold investment strategy. Tell me, with such a huge risk, what kind of payoff?
The other two layers of the dreamscape will be handled by the Stellaron hunters. One of our associates is searching in the 12 hours for the other person chosen by the Harmony.
Oh? Miss Robin?
She broke free from Enna's dream through her own strength, and left behind a song for those in slumber.
It's true that some people are born strong, and others are born weak. Their path of happiness should be forged by the... This includes my brother as well.
I see. So, we were able to wake up thanks to Miss Robin's help. But
I agree with you, Black Swan. That's why the most critical aspect to inspire them to save themselves.
They'll stir up something big to help break you free from the 12 hours. As for the primordial dreamscape, Sam is standing by, just waiting for you to break free from Enna's dream. Now,
I'll tell you, but don't She will die. She will die a second time, facing everything she wants to run away from. But her fate will be determined by you. She will help you break through the second layer of the dreamscape. Then, if you defeat Sunday and wake her from that dream, then her second death, too, will become nothing but an illusion. But if you fail, the dreamscape will ultimately merge completely with reality.
But that still doesn't solve the fundamental problem. What about Sunday? He could wipe out all our efforts with no more than a glance.
Oh, Miss Memo Keeper. It's time for a game of recall. I once said so long as my trump card remains unplayed, none will dare let me point out two mistakes. Having personally been to the heartland of the Dream Master's plans, wouldn't I have already found a way to inform the IPC? The fleet's deployment was never meant for a direct confrontation. It was to seed the preservation's heart into the dream. The other mistake was Sundays, and it was a fatal one. He should never have confiscated my cornerstone. He should have kicked me out right from the start. That's how every gamble with me goes. The moment you sat down at my table, you've already lost. A jade-colored light still sleeps deep within the dreamscape, and it does not require the presence of its owner to unleash its powers.
So what? Even the power of the 10 stone hearts can't rattle an existence already approaching eonhood.
That's why I said the cosmos no longer needs a second order. The Dream Master's plan is indeed flawless. However, when faced with the terror of the swarm disaster, the release of the Cornerstone's powers will absorb the Dreamer's desires and offer them the Preservation's promise instead, guiding them to cry out these words.
Is this the IPC's real goal? To completely take back Penacony on a conceptual path level?
What, you think I'm also trampling over others' beliefs? Sorry, but that's exactly what the IPC believes in. Don't question your own ruthlessness. The new swarm disaster will end the same way as it ended before. The hammer strike will echo throughout Asdana, seizing the Order's powers on the level of... But a new Amber Era will not arrive because of that. Today's hammer strike is not the wrath of an eon, but humanity's battle cry.
I'll hold my breath and listen for...
Once our plan succeeds,
take your time to prepare. Before you head out, may I have a moment alone with you?
Now that our roles are assigned.
Go.
it's you. I've been wanting to meet you. I'm curious, why does she...
Not now. This is not the time. I used to wonder about destiny. About where, but you can decide its destination, at least for today.
Well, we've always been interested in the Stellaron hunters. How about we have
A chat? You're just after my bounty, aren't you?
No way I'm just after that. If you're worried about the bounty, how about I add another billion to that number?
This grand festival is drawing to its close. This is the starting point for the ultimate stage of our journey. Just as it marked the beginning of all the stories in Penacony. Are you ready? Very well. A glimmer of fireflies. A sigh of regret. It is because life dares to slumber that they can awaken.
Am I awake?
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this. Within the foundation of law, humanity, and through harmony, we obtain.
My brother.
Ow! You're still trying to play the family card at this hour? Impressive. You really woke up on your own.
Let me reiterate. If you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate.
Ow! Then I'll reiterate as well. I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting.
Why don't you just cut to the
Time's short, so I'll condense the report. Oh, that even rhymed. I'm so talented. A nosy cremator left something on you. She wanted to use it to burn down the illusions you received from the sweet dream, allowing you to wake up from Enna's dream.
Then, how were you able?
Well, a fool has thousands of faces. It's gonna take a lot to create a sweet dream that can satisfy me. Both you and I can still stay awake for just a little bit longer.
Just a little bit?
Honestly, I don't even need to find you. But I am just so kind. You're the last festival host awake in Penacony. So, do you want to play a round of roulette?
Stay where you are.
I want you to watch me blow up all of Penacony. Only then can everyone else launch a count. Think about it. Your brother is already a god beyond the heavens. You're not even gonna see him unless you ever heard of the trolley problem? Make your choice. Do you want everyone to go down together? Or...
Why should I trust the words of a masked fool?
Don't think that I'm just trolling you. My bombs are hidden all over Penacony. They took a really long time to set up, you know. Maybe I should blow up a few to demonstrate how they look. Let me see. Which one should I choose?
Stop. What's gonna happen to the dreamers? One
They will all die.
Then you know I'd never agree to it.
When it's time to make a sacrifice, reality won't be giving you any choices. Or do you want to replay the old joke?
Life is never a joke, fool. There is no such thing as a lesser evil in this world. Evil. Just like...
Isn't that still the Harmony's same old song and dance? But that suits me just fine. Didn't I already get ready to sing? Be like a bird. If you can make Sheepei hear you, then they definitely won't allow me. What will you choose now? You can either watch as I blow the entire... Maybe this will be your last
ever
You feeling nervous? I know the feeling. You should feel nervous when going up on such a big stage for the first time.
I'm okay. I just remember Siobhan. Why do you think birds fly?
Why are you asking that?
That was my response as well the first time I heard that question. It's what my brother asked me before I left Penacony. I keep finding myself thinking about it.
I don't know. I fly when it's time to fly, and I stop when I don't want to fly anymore.
It seems that your answer is really similar to mine. You've also asked me, why do I sing? I think I can answer both of these questions. The answer wasn't what I initially had in mind. Originally, a Stellaron fell into my homeworld when I was young. Everything I knew was instantly destroyed. We didn't even get a chance to react to it, but for some reason, my mother chose to hum a song when she tried to comfort me and my brother.
I remember that story. Everyone thought that's why you decided to sing.
No. That experience only made me detest singing. I've believed for a long time that songs can't change anything when disasters strike. That music is the most useless thing in this world. I might be extraordinarily talented in singing, and I might feel...
Then what changed?
I grew up, and I realized that my brother would sometimes hum the same tune as my mother did. And I thought maybe he missed her, but I was too embarrassed to point that out. I tried to comfort him instead. However, his answer to me, obviously he didn't give me an answer directly, but it got me to think. Maybe some things don't need a reason or meaning at all. Go and do what must be done, fool. It's for the sake of...
Oh, did you just have a flashback? Let me check one last time. If you were to die, how would you want people to remember your ending? Like a bird, she lived her life, graceful and composed. Now her beak parts slight.
Drop the sanctimonious. My brother. Birds born with wings need no reason to soar, and those forced to fall back to Earth don't need anyone's condescending sympathy. The sky and Earth are each other's proof and aspiration. When a soaring bird looks down below, it discovers that even after falling, and when a fallen bird looks up to the sky, it discovers that the possibility of soaring. Perhaps they'll never truly understand each other. But what people need is an understanding. It's showing even if you become the only star and prevent everyone from soaring into the sky, they'll still be inspired by your radiance, flap their wings with all their might, regardless of whether they've been hurt in their fall. Thus, the Order's sweet dream will eventually fall. Oh, triple-faced God. If I manage to step onto the path of harmony, and if I am a bird destined to fall, doomed to never sing again, then while the sound of me hitting the ground may be my last note for the harmony, it will never be this world's swan song. In the name of the sweet dream, the Charmony Festival now begins!
Brother.
Even if I do.
But you're singing the song Mom used to sing.
Because even if it's too late, we still have the choice.
Welcome to the horizon. This place is one of the thousands of manifestations belonging to the sleep. Let's bid our final farewell. Remember your name.
If only people could have each other. I want everything this world.
I hope that I'll see her again after I
hope everyone can always one day, those who live will...
May people embrace each other.
Our hopes and dreams are in your hands now.
Hey, I've read the script. As long as you're not afraid to fall asleep, you'll
It's not the time to leave your final words yet.
We all believe in you.
You need to believe in us.
We'll wake up.
Why does life slumber? We don't know the answer yet. But or perhaps such is the end. It's the people who first broke free from the sweet dream. The sleeping and shapeless caught a glimpse. It was because they held on to these desires that they could dream. I think that's not entirely true. I wish people could find happiness, but I've been tainted that the nihility is a proud and terrifying dream. It's brought forth not by gain or loss. Fulfilling a wish can certainly make people feel the joy of being alive. But if no new wishes ever surfaced again in people's hearts, indeed, behind the shadow of the nihility, there must exist the most blazing source of life. Just as every life that edges closer to death, we must pursue that primordial light. Before you go, would you? I'm glad. The answer itself doesn't matter. You're looking right at it. She is a hunter who treads upon the finality. Destined to, but no matter which path you and she walk, death, are you ready? She too was here not long ago. Witness how that tiny spark of bug light broke free.
Who were you in the past?
The scenery. Am I dead? Really dead?
Death is one step away from here. Step over this place. Tell me. Who?
The Moth's Iron Cavalry.
And who are you?
A Stellaron hunter.
Then who will you become in the future?
Just...
Well then, keep walking forward.
Never. I fought tooth and nail to get where I am today, and this isn't over yet. Even if everything burns to ashes.
You should know that's a wish. You couldn't become an ordinary girl, even in the last... Entangled in the family's conspiracy, facing the mimetic entity's blades head-on, while challenging the resurrected swarm disaster alone. That's more than enough cards stacked against. Do you really think that the time you spent with him proved anything? For an ordinary girl? Simple happiness.
But who's to say... all of this...
What?
Perhaps the Dream Master was right. All the past we've left behind is already determined. All my experiences so far will still make me choose to step into danger when I... But you misunderstood my answer. I guess it's my fault too. always talking about wanting a normal life. As if being a Glamoth's Iron Cavalry and having entropy loss syndrome are more than just scars. All the things you listed are quite extraordinary. Any ordinary girl would make the same choice I did. When faced with everything, in the darkest moments, ordinary people never need to feel small. After all, indeed, I can't change the outcome or even the process. But I can decide how to view.
This is just an even deeper form of self-deception.
Free will is mere self-deception for most people anyway. But as long as I'm not asking others to do the same, there's no shame in it for me. Everyone has their own answers as to why life slumbers.
Some will never find.
But no one can take away their chance to keep. I won't give up, nor will I blame those who do. All I need to do is return their right. So, I will leave this place together with you. Even if embracing my former strength. The name I gave myself is Firefly. I used to think I was similar to a firefly, just a flea, but later I realized no one would. It was also because I thought fireflies were beautiful. Later, someone told me that my eyes don't actually work very well. Otherwise, I would have figured out that the beauty, love, all our feelings stem from the flaws we were born with. And that's what makes... Yet, I can't help but love these little things. Even though I'm sensitive to cold and can't stand the night wind, I still go stargazing. Even though baking cakes is really troublesome, I'll still keep trying. Because I love giving them. I love going around looking for cute dresses. Not to show off to others, but because it makes me feel good. So I won't mind any flaws anymore. I won't fear any new scars. I'll give it my all to find what I love. And I won't. Moths don't fly to flames because they yearn for light. It's about going through the flames, igniting yourself and burning with the most intense light. My destiny won't fall into darkness. Light up everything around. As long as the clock keeps ticking, death comes for us all eventually. And life has its time, too. If my world always ends up being burned to ashes, then let it burn. As long as I can keep burning, then wherever I am will be
order.
Actually, I used to envy you. You wouldn't feel pain. But you should be envious of me now. I'm unwilling to face death, nor do I want to keep fighting. But when fate... I will never... My dreams were always a scorched earth, where even a single new bud could never bloom. But I will still burn, and keep on burning, until new life rises from the ashes! If you are the Dream Master's answer, then listen to my reply in his stead. People hold on to hope not because they have never faced inevitable death. It's precisely because we are destined to die that we hold on to the hope of wanting to change something.
Your time to shine. Rise and shine.
Execute. Devour.
Embrace a new life. Name this. Dispel the gloom. Restore the sky. I shall remember this one. May death protect us. Please open up. Fill me with things. All energized. Stars, shine for the heroes. Root here. Time for some sweet dreams. Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. May life and death sprout new buds. Don't blink. May time watch over the Evernight. Cleanse hatred with love. Embrace a new life.
Don't worry. Just night falls. Good night. Have some fun. Till we meet again.
May death protect us! May this faint dispel the gloom, restore the sky. I shall remember this one.
Adjusting organic biomass.
I know everything's far from over.
If embracing fate is also a form of resistance, this time.
I shall embrace death!
To live is to imagine a future version. The choices people make are almost completely dictated by their past. No matter how much they try to move forward, it's the same for every path. The nihility already exists, whether you admit it or not. And most paths make people believe that this world is good. That is law, but that does not apply to the nihility. It has nothing to do with good. Be it willing or blind, this will be a tough journey. In this way, you will may death yet end. May you guide people back to the waking one. In the coming long nights, I'm afraid you will face many setbacks and witness many tragedies.
I come to greet, I come to whine, I come to claim. I grant poison for nectar, sow in spring to reap in fall. Await wizened fruit to fill livened boughs. All for the Amber Lord.
But when you make a choice, there will be a fleeting red that reappears before you once more in that monochrome world. What you must do now is ponder its significance, and then return to the waking world.
waking up from this dream. Go. Take back the right to Trailblaze. For them, and for me. That's where we will all find our answers.
Mr. Sunday, it's time for you to wake up.
The divine power of Enna, so be it. It wasn't my intention. Did the gods create this world? Do the gods love all being? All life shall grow as nature intended, and reach it.
All the work of creation has been completed. The inevitable day has arrived. The embryo of philosophy will reshape for us all of reality.
No more gods will ever stand here again. This paradise shall be forged by the King of Humankind! The order is ultimately flawed. By this decree, it shall be ended! The remembrance is fleeting and impermanent. By this decree, it shall be ended!
No way! Rosalina gave her life to protect the Sweet Dreams path.
The hunt brings only futile misery. By this decree, it shall be ended!
Kiernan's bullets still protect the Sweet Dreams present!
The nihility leaves no light unextinguished. By this decree, it shall be ended! The Trailblaze knows attempts the impossible. By this decree, it shall be ended!
Even so, Mikhail still believed in tomorrow.
With this perfect melody I command, recreate paradise anew!
Robin, is now? It's time to become the new!
Only by blazing a trail forward can we set time in motion and...
Only after the sweet dream ends will tomorrow come. People will keep moving forward, discovering countless new wonders.
Tomorrow, people will know that the world will still welcome countless marvels worth fighting for.
A stagnant sweet dream can't imprison our desires. May this journey lead us starward!
So, why does life slumber?
Wake up. It's time for this dream to end. Destiny won't let me give you the answer, and the true ending is too sad. I'd rather you forget about it. Well then, I must come clean about my final lie. I never showed you anyone's memories, not even my own. All you've seen is a script I came across by chance. It recorded everything that had happened, and using its stimulation, you actually managed to... It means you're different, unique. Even though your memories were cremated to ashes, you were able to recall them once more, treasuring them. The Stellaron Hunters say you are the one who can turn the wheels of time and give it meaning. That you are the one who can alter destiny and make whole come. I want to show you something.
Elio?
This is what I promised to give you. This cat is not Elio, but a strand of Terminus. The Stellaron Hunters described this scene to me, something I've never seen myself. When Terminus ascends to godhood once more, they will manifest their 1,000. Now I am become finality, lifting the wheel of time, the destroyer of worlds. Then, Terminus turned into a pack of black cats, distributing every ounce of their divine power between those creatures. The cat shall depart from the end of the world. What you see is one of those cats. As for Elio, he is an even more special existence. It will tell you the truth regarding the ending you haven't yet remembered. But you must. What really happened is that Firefly didn't meet with anyone between the fall of the Great Septimus and when she left Penacony. She knew how tragic her third death would be. So she only dared to watch you from afar and hid on her lonesome when she was about to fade away. But even sad memories are precious. If you can accept farewells with grace, then you'll gain this when you bid farewell to loved ones. You should cry while they can still hear you. That's the only way. You know, I often wonder if everything I'm doing right now is just a whimsical gift from destiny. That I haven't really decided anything, but right now, I don't care. And you will be the same. Remember, if you have regrets that must be mended, then shout with all your might from the depths of your heart. Let it be passed to the fact that you can see this black cat means Terminus is in the process of passing by you. The power of only one black cat cannot change much. But your past, if it remembers your voice and decides to change something in its own future, Perhaps it is because the world is destined to shatter that an ordinary girl can obtain the bouquet she yearns for. Go forth and deliver that bouquet with your own hands. I hope we'll meet again. The only one who could ever please me. Father, destruction is not just a single glorious moment. Only by enkindling the winter wilderness with flames that cross the sky can we make the indestructible manifest once more.
This is the experience from cultivators who had remade the world, and the wondrous creations from those who painted the world. Sitting among the embers, they drew the morning star, knowing best that only in times of extreme hunger do the stars begin to turn. Why does life slumber? You will eventually find your own answer.
Then, let's go reclaim everything.
You arrogant gamble.
Oh.
When sailing through storms, drunkards always...
So?
So, they all died. Destiny loves to watch them crash onto the reefs.
I feel like I need to read between the lines here, Professor.
You're not lucky at all. You chose to forever remain...
Let's make an actual bet, then. It's the perfect... But I don't even care about the outcome. In this world, what could be more precious?
Creating a brand... You must have some ideas as his sister, right?
I think it must have been a battle between However, my brother came to the wrong conclusion. His original aspiration was similar to the Trailblaze. Yet the road he walked, even if someone... There will always be those who don't want to be saved.
Do you also think that there shouldn't be any god in...
No. Even a god who does nothing can at least give people some... This world definitely no longer needs a king of humans. That's why I believe my brother will come to understand all of this one day as well. He may...
No wonder you came looking for me.
Yes. I want to make a deal with you. And
Burnt. Yes. Just like with Mr. Aventurine back then. Nihility and thankfully, this is the world within the dreamscape. Constance took all the knot upon herself. Perhaps she won't be able to fully recover. Don't be. She's got other pressing matters right now. That's why she asked me to meet you. She's betrayed too many people, facing death threats from Avengers at every moment. But at the moment she burned away the Nihility, she said she was blooming. She said that. Come to think of it, people all believe that the Dahlia's floriography means betrayal. But on the planet where it was first discovered, the locals saw it as a symbol of love.
So, you still don't want me to...
That's Elio's decision.
He saw my future?
In all possible futures where you join the Stellaron Hunters, you will ultimately choose betrayal. You shall become a Lord Ravager, named... Those were Elio's exact words.
Payment?
After everything is over, we want you to burn some of his memories.
May I know why?
He can't head to the next stop with these memories. It would draw the Destruction's attention to him too early, and he'd die there.
I can do that. But I'll give the memories back to him, whether you try to stop me or not.
No one will stop you. It is already written. It will be a new beginning. The 4 apocalypses will converge towards the Destruction because of it, while the cosmos will join hands.
But where's Firefly? I haven't seen her anywhere.
How did you... I'm doing okay. Sorry. But I have my own reasons. How did you know about the promise? I don't think I've mentioned it, but I wrote down everything I wanted to do in my journal before coming here. I'm staying here because I want to fulfill the last... I've been quietly following you and watching you from afar for a while, but I still didn't want to disturb you. I hope your dreams... To see the fireworks, of course. I heard there's this huge airship in Penacony where you can get in.
So, let's go watch the fireworks.
It really is the perfect spot. Either way, thank you. Looks like it hasn't... I wonder whether everyone feels... Maybe it's neither. There's a saying that I always like. When it comes to someone we want to meet, we always imagine the scene before it happens. Slowly but surely, all the things we want to say would have already been said before we even met the person. And when we finally meet again, we realize they're even more beautiful than anything we could have imagined. Yet, at that moment... I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. Elio told me that it would lead to a terrible future. If I say even a few words more, all I can tell you is why our paths crossed again. Long ago, you promised me that if I could dream, then you would make it a beautiful daydream. What matters isn't how they've changed, but that you still hold those same... Yeah, actually, I still haven't experienced one of the three. I only realized it after Anna's dream dissipated. I've made a mistake. Being sent to the Dream Flux Reef by death could hardly be called a death at all. That would have been way too easy. As for the true 3 deaths, the first one, I have known its true form for a long time. I can't dream. After I woke up, I would never dream again. In other words, the me that exists in this dream would come the second time. I was killed by the swarm disaster, but that power would inevitably lead me to the 3rd death. My symptoms would accelerate uncontrollably until I die. The dreamscape had already started merging with reality when we arrived in Penacony. I thought I was dreaming, but I was actually also living in waking reality. It was causing my entropy loss syndrome to worsen. But don't worry. I asked Silverwolf about it, and she said things won't get that serious in real life. Let's not talk about this anymore. I just don't want to see you looking sad. This is art after all. We never know when we will use up all the moments we have with someone across. Hey, if this is my only chance to dream, then I want you, as we near the end, let me indulge in a bit of perfection, just like what I used to do. Let's close our eyes and imagine ourselves being together. Let me think. Right. We should start right at that golden hour. When you came. That being said, we could also pretend we're strangers who just happened to meet there. Me, I'm a student traveling to the golden hour. And it'd be nice if I had a bit more pocket. And you're a student too. But you came here from a really distant. A bunch of mean-looking thugs jumped out, trying to pick on you. When that happens, I'll step up to the plate. Yeah. No worries. The result doesn't matter. And even the process isn't important. What matters, so grant me one remember how I held you and flew into the sky when we fought against Enna's dream. Back then, I wasn't sure if I would ever. We were standing shoulder to shoulder once again, fighting against. Still, I have a tiny, selfish wish. Maybe there were no enemies at all. It was all just a prank. And when I carried you up into the heavens, what we saw there. Elio said we're destined to head. That's why you told me that you'll give me a daydream. I'm looking forward to it. But I'm not scared of death. But please, don't let me die. They say you're destined, but I believe you'll be there. You definitely. Only you can know it. And only you can decide. This cosmos certainly doesn't exist solely for you, nor does it flow only under your gaze, but it's forever waiting for you to save it.
Even so, I'll still be the last thing you forget.
Fireworks.
The result doesn't matter. And even the process isn't important. I'll do everything. am I? But Firefly can't see it anymore. No. I can change the course of destiny and make up for what's missing.
You see, everything is possible in this land of the dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Whether the outcome was sweet and dreamlike or bitter and real, it is still the answer we longed for. So, why do people choose to sleep? I think it's as you said. So when tomorrow comes, we'll wake from our dreams, smiling.
Nice.